Greetings, comrades. I'm Jenny. Welcome to Modern Socialist. Today's video, I'm going to talk about why I'm a libertarian socialist. But first, can I just ask, please, if you're liking the video, give me a thumbs up. Help get this video up the algorithm and get our message out there. Thank you. Right, it's time to state where I stand politically. I am a socialist, but I am not an ideologue. This channel is called Modern Socialist because I believe in a socialism that is adapted to fight the present challenges in our society today. First, though, I must talk about the label libertarian. In the strongest possible terms, I refute the view that libertarianism is a right-wing idea that supports a maximalist capitalist economy. This is nothing but a myth perpetuated by the enemies of freedom who are cloaking their authoritarian hatred in the language of liberty and freedom of speech. Brexity, gay bashing, climate change denying, spiked online. I'm looking at you. The philosophy of libertarianism originated in the socialist movements of the 19th century. The majority of socialists were outright anti-statists, and even those who weren't, such as the followers of Marx, believed the state would have to wither away before socialism could be achieved. It was only in the mid-20th century that the right stole the label of libertarian to help sell their extreme laissez-faire ideology. It is from the original libertarians, the true libertarians, those of the left, that I take my influences as a socialist. While the ideas of the anarcho-communists are highly influential in my political thought, I feel most deeply rooted in anarcho-syndicalism. Illegal activities and propaganda by the deed can often feel counterproductive to me, and I believe that radical union activities such as the general strike and the self-organisation of the working class, understood in the broadest possible terms, are the best routes to building a grassroots, bottom-up socialist society. The reason I am also a libertarian as well as a socialist is because progressive values and liberty cannot be separated from the fight for economic justice. We need to radically democratise society, bringing political power down to the grassroots alongside the democratising of the economy. Taking back control of the means of production means just that. We cannot give it away to a distant machine. Citizens must stay in control of the value they produce. This isn't just me being ideological as a syndicalist though. State planning doesn't work because it is an inefficient machine and it makes mistakes because it is so far removed from the value that is produced for it. And yes, I know, it is inescapable that in a planned system the state owns the means of production, whether that is recognised or not, and the labour remains alienated. Large-scale economic planning and microeconomic interventions have been shown again and again to be a dismal failure, both in economic terms and in the huge democratic deficits that have resulted. Even if a system like that provides economic equality, it cannot provide social liberty too. That is just the nature of planning. Radically devolved political systems, such as democratic confederalism, which have been shown to work in places such as the internationalist commune of Rojava. And if you want to know more about that, I've linked to some sources down below, so you can find out a bit more, because to talk about that I could fill videos about it. But citizens making their own decisions about local issues in local assemblies, while passing up decisions about more broader regional and national issues to higher assemblies, gives people the feeling that they are truly engaged in politics and being listened to. Democratising the economy by giving workers a stake in their concerns gives the phrase owning the means of production a real concrete meaning. So, all this might surprise some people as coming from a socialist, a self-declared socialist, I must say. The common view of socialism is of state planning, when this school of thought arose from revolutionary philosophies that were opposed to the state. Again, I emphasise, in the 19th century, the argument was around either tearing down the state immediately or letting it wither away as socialism was built. Remember, the modern state was just arising at that time, and no socialist could comprehend an all-knowing state that could organise an economy like clockwork. That was purely a 20th century idea. When libertarian socialism is considered as the democratic alternative to capitalism, the arguments put forward by neoliberals such as Friedrich Hayek can be considered as nothing more than a strawmanning of the left. If there is no centralised bureaucracy gathering ever more power to itself, then a totalitarianism cannot arise, and our freedoms thus cannot be threatened by it. With an economy styled on anarcho-syndicalism, workers would own their labour and the produce of it, and thus be free to trade either according to their own will upon terms of mutual benefit. While some statists of a more paternalistic bent, to put it charitably, may claim this is inefficient, which is just human nature anyhow, horizontal markets exchanging contracted goods could allow socialism to harness what Marx himself declared to be the undeniable dynamism of the capitalist system. Some may not like this, but socialism is not about ideological control. It is about social justice and economic fairness, about equality as human beings, not simply in material terms. Huge economic inequalities are oppressive, and a fair spread of material wealth allows humans greater liberty in leading fulfilling and meaningful lives. But material wealth is not a metric we should be using to measure equality. The only model of socialism that is truly democratic is a grassroots one, in which the citizens are taking part in society through the workplace and civic structures, and taking control of everyday political and economic decisions. That model, comrades, is libertarian socialism. Right, did you enjoy my video? Have you any questions? Leave a comment down below and I'll have a read, answer any questions as honestly and as fully as I can. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, click subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when that content is coming out. And I thank you all for watching. So long, comrades.